it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he did the field.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him in? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability, believe in his matchups, or do they stay?
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Hayward. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun. As a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's in open space downfield, just steamrolling the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Fire into the right, complete. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Got his man quickly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to...
And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Right back to the well. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. That pass not forced as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spikes it right to the ground.
The offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football. Just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. Could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. He gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They get to the line quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. on fourth down. They're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 49.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Red 18! Red 18!
Now the play fake. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it into the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. A sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayward. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under fire! Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. Offense changing the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys,
breaks into the open. Oh, what a caught. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
you're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll try the run. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Toss sweep to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lewis to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Texans. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I'm not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like he could have gone for more.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground, back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on the move. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up.
There he goes. Just plowing ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Lewis wants to pass, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop it. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Give to the fullback. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
First and goal for the offense. To the air. It's Baker. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quarterback keeper. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And a nice job on the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed. For good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Third down play from the gun. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going right to work up top. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayward. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock and let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. You know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this thing. The door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. Lewis wants to pass.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open it over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle. It's Cox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big flat. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr.
Breaks into the open. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
Big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Fires to the big fella. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayward. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Got it on the outside. It's Clark. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.